So this is day one of enhancing my portfolio. Actually, from long time back, I was thinking of enhancing my portfolio, but I was not getting that much of time. So I thought maybe I'll start documenting this. Okay, so today I have a lot of projects. These are the old projects I have worked on and which I have to enhance it because these are the old one. Definitely the quality was not that good. So I'll be taking any one out of these and I'll start it. So first I was thinking let's start with the jellyfish I worked on. So yeah, this is the one. Okay. So yeah, I worked on this a long time back. I did the poly painting and everything. This is good, but as this is just a poly painting, not properly textured in substance and all. So I just want to see like what I can do, how I can enhance. Let's see. Okay. So I'll just turn off the coloring. Screen shader. Even after turning it off, still it is coming. Okay. That's strange. Fine. So most of the things are pretty good as per the sculpting things. But yeah, let's see. Because I'll start doing the retoko. Maybe I will add some details here. I'll select this plate. Everything is like hand painted. Front, back, everywhere. So let's see. Even the low poly is proper. Low poly is 21,000 for the whole armor. So I think so. This is good to go though. Hmm. As I mentioned, this is old file I'm having. So we just save this as a new one. So definitely I don't want this poly pen. So I just remove that from everywhere, right? From the body also. And see the mesh is 39 million mesh. So yeah. And I want to remove the color as I mentioned. So what I will do, I'll just select this color. MRGB. I don't want the material also. Okay. Maybe some textures are. It's a long time. Yeah, textures are on. So I just turn off the texture. So if you're opening the file after too long, you forget like what was the flow you have used to work on that file. Like if I'll show you what was the last time I worked on this. Let me just remove all these colors. Uh, I guess same here also. I have added the texture it seems. Mm, texture. Yeah, turn off. Fine. Yeah. So this will be the gray model. Always keep one backup. So if sometimes if you want to come back to that part, you always have the option. It shouldn't be like, okay, fine, now it is done, so you have to go ahead with that. It shouldn't be like that. Okay. So always have a habit of like keeping this. So let's see. Fins were also somewhat like silhouette is okay, but the details of the fins, I guess we can work on that a little bit more. Let's see what we can do. We'll even correct the references too. Okay. So let's go to Pinterest. As usual, this is my favorite one. Whenever I want to go and search for any references or to do the mood boarding, I always go to Pinterest. Pinterest is my go-to site. Okay, so fish fins 3D. Let's see. This is good. I love this. Anyway, this is AI modified only. But yeah, this is really good. Good amount of details. Let's see, we'll take some references for this one. Then we'll see how we can incorporate those details and how it will look on our character. Let's see. Okay, so first is the fin. Definitely, I'm going to enhance it. After that, I'm happy with the body scales and all. It is looking really cool. But yeah, armor one definitely. Yeah. So body scales and everything. This is cool. I'm happy with this one. But the thing is, I'm definitely going to do the detailing on the armors. So let's collect some armor. Armor design. Like what kind of design anyone can put? Oh, nice. These kind of designs we can add. This is good. This is good. This will really enhance those things. So yeah, let's go ahead with this. I loved it. Even these details are nice. But we'll have to see whatever we'll be adding on the shoulder plate. Same we'll have to add on the breastplate also or the chest plate. And what else is there? Let's see. Okay. Wrist armor is there. So here also we'll have to add some similar kind of details. So that we'll have to see. Now here if you'll see, mm, these details are not in even lines. Okay, somewhere thick, somewhere thin, not at all going according to the proper way. So that we have to correct it. Then somewhere we are giving the treatment like thickness, thick its corners are the thick or the edges are the thick, and somewhere that same theme is missing. Okay, it's completely missing. So it's not looking like all the armor are from one theme. Okay, so that we'll have to enhance or that we'll have to correct rather than enhancing. That is the thing which we'll have to correct it. Same way with this one also. Okay. Hmm. Same way with this one. I'll try to give the same treatment what we are trying to give it here. Let's see what we can do. So base is pretty much good. I have no issues with the base, but we'll have to see how we can do it a little bit more on this one. This one is still better, but I'm not happy with that. Then mostly I'll try to add these kind of flowers kind of thing on the ear. They have also given some kind of same treatment. See, I'm not changing the design. The design is going to be this one only. Same design, but more or proper details. Okay, this is good. Again, I'm not happy with this one. These are not like proper equidistant. Some penetrations are going on here. Just I can enhance this on anatomy level also. Like chest can be little bit more wide. From the back also, if I'll just show you, okay, this arc is good to go. From the front, now it's coming fine, but previously it was not. It was too flat. So, see, the chest was too flat, so I have just give a volume to it. Okay, okay, scales are there. So just for the scales, I use this. Okay, that's why the file is so heavy. This chest was still better, not at all a problem. I'll just bake all the things. Just one model was of 23 million. Oh, Z axis I don't want. Let's see what we can do here. As it was coming out of the armor, I'm just pushing it in. See, even if I'm trying to build or fill that gap, but I shouldn't break the geometry like, oh, sorry, not geometry. I shouldn't break the anatomy too much. Okay, it shouldn't look weird. Right. So this is okay. I'm pretty much happy with the body though. Really, if I will tell you, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's start with the fins first. Just saving it. Okay, and go to dam standard. See what kind of details we are getting here. Just we'll try to dissect it. Let's see. Some small, small, some big. Like these are the variations. Okay. Dots are okay, but brush, I'll change it to somewhat alpha 55. This is also good. Intensity should be lower down. See, in between the fins, what happens now? Like these are like it's having the bones. Okay, the fishes are having the bones. So in between the fins, you should have that gap, which was missing. Obviously, it was clearly missing. Just trying to add it, and obviously see the flow. And don't worry, you can use any alpha. So it's just like it's not just you have to use the alpha, what 53 I'm using, right? Alpha 53, the 55. Yeah, and it's just not like that. You can use any alpha. Just make sure that effect is same. Okay, or if you are getting any custom brushes on internet for the fish pins, feel free to use that. So now see, much better than before. Correct. Same way I'll add it from the back too. If it is a fin, it should look like a fin. Just don't lose the direction or the angle of direction, right? In the end, for today's session, whenever we'll end this, I'll just show you like when was the last time I worked on this file. Okay, it's like long time back, really like I guess 4 5 years back, I worked on this. Nice. Now it's looking better. At least now it's looking like a fin though. Right. So whenever I feel that I have broken the flow of this, I'll just correct it quickly. See this, if you'll observe this, what you can observe, wherever these things are coming out, see, it's going outwards, right? Same way. Here also, I'm trying to pull it outwards. Same way here also. Now, obviously, these are the main fins, but what about in betweens? And in this case, like if I'm destroying the original details because of the alpha, so what I'll do, I'll work on this separately. First of all, I'll take this and just split the objects. Okay, like it's really very annoying to work on this separately all together. So I'll just separate it. I'll just go to subtool, split, and split to parts. Right. And in symmetry, right? Okay, then it's like I'll select only this. Okay, I'll just do the split hidden so that that particular wing will come out. Okay, as the polys are too high, it's taking time. Yes, it's done. Yeah, it's done. Now I can work on this separately. Materials so there. Okay. Now see, I cannot work on this. Not good enough. I'm only not happy with that details, amount of details. So as I mentioned, then we'll have to work separately. Separately means separately means I'll work on a single fiber here like this. So it's better if I'll select some alpha. So see, it's like from here only all the fibers are starting. Most of the fibers, not even most of, I guess all. So from wherever it is joined, it's coming like that, right? So same way, this also will be coming in the same manner. And clearly we can see that it's coming from there. Brush, masking, purpose masking. It's like the intensity from here was going here. So just to avoid that, I did this. That part is inside. Hey, fine. So at that time, I used to use the shortcut also. Like if some part is not visible, I'll leave that, which is not a good way because maybe the pose which we have kept right now, in that one, this part is not visible. Okay, it's going inside. But what if he will change the pose in some action pose? If that part is visible, then it will look weird, right? Just suddenly from fins, it will come to plane. Wow, how come? Right? So always take care of this thing. Don't use shortcuts for this kind of stuff. Specifically, if you are working on some main hero character or some main villain character, you cannot do that in production also. Let's see now what we can do. All of these pins, it will look really a good look over character, but that's what like it should actually look like that. You should be able to justify, like, yes. And everything cannot be generated using alpha. Always remember this. Like I have seen many people, they just try to get the brushes or alpha. No, you cannot get everything using alpha. Sometimes you have to create it manually. What if I want these fins, right? And if I'm not getting any alpha, what I'll do? Should I leave working on the details? No, right? That's not how it works. So and keep it random. Keep it actually very random. Then only it will give a nice feel. See, I have just added the bigger details using alpha, and now I'm doing the cleanup using the manual way. Right. I have reduced the size of my brush to get the variation in the strokes. So from far away also, it should be visible. Alright, that's how it should be. Then take the pinch brush and see, these are the undulations we are getting. Undulation means wobbliness. Wobbliness shouldn't be there. Should be like a clean stroke. You can take any brush. I'm personally more comfortable with a clay buildup brush. I use that brush a lot whenever I'm working on the ZBrush. So it's like my go-to brush. Because what happens is the texture of that brush is like it will give the muscle feel very easily. So whenever I'm working on any character or anatomy, anything related to anatomy, my go-to brush is always the clay buildup brush. Okay. So as it's, I'm more handy with that brush, I'm using this. But feel free to explore more brushes also, which will help you in getting the accurate result. For me, it's just like give any effect and I can bring that using the clay buildup. Okay, I'm that much confident for the clay buildup that give me any effect. If you want that effect, I will generate that, but using clay buildup. It's not like I use only one brush. Obviously, I use multiple brushes, but it's very convenient for me to take the charge using clay buildup brush. Now I'm just working on the variations. So somewhere with the standard brush, I can generate that effect. Depth. One shouldn't feel like that we left the place by not adding the detail. It should be there. Maybe on the corners you can add a very subtle kind of thing, but it should be there. Don't leave any blank spaces. Okay. Yes. So Now I'm getting that fin effect here. Clay builder also. I have to turn on the backface masking. I hope I haven't messed up anywhere. Yeah, thank God. I haven't messed up, otherwise I will have to correct that too. See this now. Now we are actually getting those variations. Constantly like keep on changing the brushes, keep on changing the brushes. So the either brush or brush size. Anything. Like first you might have observed I was using damp standard, then I switched to standard, and now I'm using the clay builder. Because if you are using the brush, one brush only, and if you are changing the size, even that is fine. As far as like you can manage creating the variation. But yeah, okay. So, and if you see from this side, it's going up, down, up, down. So let's manage that also. Those undulations doesn't look good. It gives a very beginner level feel. Obviously, at first, whenever like you are creating some pattern, create it. But in the end, make sure you are giving that finishing touch to it. Now, now this is looking more like a film. This is also coming out good. But here also some variations I have to create now. Because I have given the same details or the same kind of thing here, and this is more enhanced. Now I'll have to enhance this also a little bit further. Fine, no worries. Details should match. Okay, it shouldn't like on one part the details are too much, on one part the details are like very light. Specifically when it comes to same kind of object. Okay, that's it. Like previously we were working using one alpha. So the details were like same details or some kind of symmetric pattern. Not symmetric I'll say, but some kind of patterns we were trying to follow because of alpha obviously. But now as I'm working on a single stroke, obviously every stroke is going to be the different one. See now. Okay. So from this to this. Alright. Now I love the fins. Same way, see here also. One side I have worked, one side I haven't worked. Then the flow I'll have to check. Let's see what kind of design will look good. If I just think of in terms of this, okay, almost like all the designs are going towards one direction. That is the back. Okay, let's see a few more references. Okay, so basically from wherever the start is there to the open end. Hmm, I see. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's go back to our old strategy. That is, first I'll take the alpha and I'll try to create some pattern on top of that, because obviously when I need some flow to follow. Okay, so this kind of thing I'll follow. Let's see how it looks. This also it's coming down, so even I'm giving that down kind of feel to this. Okay, that's because that's what I have observed. It's not like I'm trying to change something which is not it coming in reality. It's not like that. The backflow is looking good. Now let's try to get that same feel here. Nice. Now, as this is working, let's take the standard brush. Let's try to enhance this. It's not going the way I wanted it to. I've just erased all the details. Okay, let me first save the file. I don't take risk. At any time, these files can crash because it's already like a 40 million, almost 40 million mesh I'm working on. I don't want to take that risk. So keep saving your files regularly. Just see the outer silhouette. How the outer silhouette is going according to same, according to that same way, you can even make your brush follow that so that the details look consistent. Obviously, if the thing is like that, we are not going to add the details like this, right? It makes no sense. So, however the base is going, try to create the details in the same, right? This gives the better feel, obviously. But I did one mistake that obviously here it was curvy, so it is coming in a curve form. That's okay, but here it's less curvy, so it shouldn't be that curvy also. Means the details shouldn't also be that curvy. Okay, that looks weird. So that we'll have to manage it. And sometimes if the strokes are not coming properly, I go to stroke and I turn on the lazy mouse. Okay, so that nicely it will follow my brush. Okay, so now as we got this much, anyway, that part is not going to be visible. But what is going to be visible? That should look proper. See, now I'm trying to change the flow little bit just to generate the variation. Again, I will go back to standard brush with normal alpha. Okay. And I'll try to do the variation. As I mentioned, if I'll start struggling anywhere, I just switch to clay builder. That brush is really very nice. See, I'm constantly changing the brush size to generate that effect. Moreover, it's like just a variation, but with a proper flow. That's it. So let's see how it is looking. Arey wow, good. Much better than before. So yeah, today we have covered the fins everywhere. Here also, if I want to, I can add a little bit of small fins here. But as the portion is very big, it doesn't make sense though. But yeah, see here, these are small, these are a little bit bigger. But still, definitely, you can add these kind of details. Again, not everywhere. Definitely, we are if we are creating the variation, you have to keep that in mind. Just because is it looking good, doesn't mean you have to add that detail everywhere. Okay? It's a variation, so it should be like a variation only. Otherwise, again, it will start looking like a pattern. If you'll add it everywhere, it will start or it will start creating that pattern thing. So somewhere small, somewhere big. This is there. And small amount of things. Let's see. We will, if we can, we will add it in the end. But yeah, this is like moreover, we have covered the fins today. So maybe tomorrow we can work on the armor, out of armor also, maybe somewhere only on the hand blade, not blade, sorry, hand plates, shoulder plate. Like we'll stick to one object only and we'll do that. Okay. Fine. So yeah, this is the day one progress. Let's see. Okay, one more thing is pending though. I, okay, I was not able to like see this previously as I was working here and this was hidden. But yes, as now it is here, we'll work on this too. So, yeah, from somewhat like this, it's giving that feel. So even I will add it from here. So I'll just use the smooth brush to get rid of this some bad corners. Okay. Always work on the lower level first and then take the things to higher level. I'll turn off the symmetry. Symmetry will not work specifically for this object or this part, not even object for this part. It will not work. It will start looking like a pattern because center line is also visible now. That's why. Maybe here also. Just slightly make it light. Okay. And then I'll add these details. Always start from the corners because in the end we just check the center part and we feel that yes it is looking good and we leave the side part. So that shouldn't be the case. See, original details or the first level details, I was not working with symmetry. Now I'm working with symmetry because now it's creating a different level of details, right? Means first I worked with, as the symmetry was off, I have given some lines. Now to give breakup to those lines, I'm working in symmetry, so a new pattern will get generated. All right. So you have to keep that thing in mind. Then I'll go back to standard brush and try to refine this. Now again I'll turn off the symmetry. So we'll be working like one thing at a day because on daily basis I won't be getting that much of time because I have to take the batches also. Okay, so modeling, texturing, lighting, look development. So those batches are going on in the day. So whenever I'll get a time, I'll work on this and be posting this. So that's why I'll keep a plan only in such a way that we'll be working on one things. Like today we worked on the fins, right? Same way, tomorrow we'll select any one part, maybe armor. Okay, that tomorrow we'll decide. So once the classes are done, I'll start working on this part. Okay, so maybe armor we can do tomorrow. In armor also, not a complete armor in one go, obviously. Other than that, like we'll be keeping, yeah, keeping like maybe hand just one day, then chest part one day, like that. Okay, like that. See, it's not every armor. Again, I'm saying like in one day, always give the doable task. If you feel so, something is not at all doable, even if after stretching it's not gonna work out, then don't give that kind of task because what happens now? Either you will get irritated or frustrated that this much work is not happening in one day, or you will try to stretch it. And if you will try to stretch it, maybe you will finish, but the quality what you are expecting, it will not come. So always better to give the doable task and keep it consistent. Like if you have started working on something, keep it consistent. Like do for more days rather than doing for less days and more time. Okay, always focus on quality. Always remember this. Always focus on quality because this is a field where your portfolio will be like your showcase, major showcase. So Don't try to compromise with the quality. Quantity, even if it is less, it's fine. It's completely okay. Even if there are 5 characters or 6 characters in your portfolio, but if the quality is not that good, then it's of no use. Instead of that, just keep 2 to 3 characters only, but the quality should be like top notch. If some hiring manager or art director is trying to look at your portfolio, he should feel like, yes, characters are less, but the quality is really good. Okay. So that is the thing. Now see, as I have created that, now it's looking like a pattern. Correct. So I'll have to erase few things. I was trying to give the depth in each and every gap, then it will not work. Okay. This is what happens like when you try to give, because I love that details, how this details are coming. I love that. So I tried to, or maybe I overused it, not even tried to. I overused it. I should accept that. I'll have to take the help of alpha now. And acha, I'm in standard brush now. So fine. Take the damn standard. Go back to standard brush. Now I'll try to do the cleanup with these new details, because that variation was gone. And as the variation was gone, it was more over looking like a pattern. See the difference between this and that. Okay. So always remember this. Just because something is looking very pretty, very good, doesn't mean you have to overuse it. Give it actually wherever it's required. Okay. Same way. I'll go to damn standard brush and I'll try to create some. We want to work on this. Be little bit more careful and you'll get it. Okay. So yeah. Now here the bold details were missing. I have given it too much of like small details, but bold details were missing. So I'm trying to add that. Take care. Always just check your model from all the directions, specifically the objects having the same material, same treatment, not even material, same treatment. Okay. And now it's looking more like a fin. Now I'm happy with the fins and it's actually looking very nice. So this is my first day progress. Let's lock it up. All right, and we'll work on the more tomorrow. Fine. Thank you.